I'm June Slater Babb.
And I'm Harold Babb, and we're graduates of the class of 1970. You learn how to win. What does win really mean? But you learn how to win. You just don't win, you learn how.
The first time we met was Dr. Helms. He was an advisor, and we both majored in accounting. And he sat right beside me, and when we had
Pick the prettiest girl in there.
Thank you. Anyhow, and he just kind of said hi, and he said his name was Harold and June. And I thought, did I catch that right, Harold? I didn't hear that name, so I was kind of looking on his paper, make sure I knew correctly it was Harold. And so that's where we met, but we really didn't start dating until later, because you were dating someone back home in Portsmouth, Virginia. I was dating someone in Kingman County. And then we were married in 1972, and I worked for 7 years, with an accounting degree, able to get a great accounting job.
Oh, and then she, stayed home to take care of our children and raise them as I continued, my degrees, and she supported me through all of that. And after that, I became a professor and business person.
Yeah, I typed many papers back then.
Went through the master's, the PhD. Yeah, we didn't have word processing then.
No.
So she was my word processor.
Yeah,
I'd write away and she typed. It was a pretty good team.
It's a great school, so I say it means same as did when we were going to school.
I don't see it having changed a whole lot in terms of its real mission and purpose. More buildings, 4-year institution as opposed to 2. I mean, so on the outside, a lot's changed. But on the inside, it really does afford, people the same opportunities that it did, us when we came here.
Back in the 60s, most women would be a school teacher or a nurse, and I knew I didn't want to be either. And so I really was taking a bookkeeping class my senior year in high school. I really enjoyed that, working with math. I love figures. So I said, well, I'll just go to school where just maybe learn and see if I really want accounting. And Chowan had some friends there from at school that were coming here, and I decided to come, and I did. At first I thought I would do 1 year, but then I stayed 2 years. And accounting always helped find a good job to work with.
And people would say, how did you plan out, your next step in order? There were a lot of steps to get to, I guess, be a professor in business, etc. And the answer is I didn't. It truly was the Lord's leading. There was no question about that. I never knew the next step. And I would have never set out to do the next step. Either not thinking it's what I'd want to do or thinking that I could do it. So all the way through, really, God just opened up, doors and sort of pushed me through each one of them by shutting other doors. And obviously, He's sovereign, He knows, and thankfully I followed, through those doors, and they've paid off.
Say if I had to start all over again, I'll do child development, because I really love working with kids, and I feel like
Gifted for children.
Yeah, one gift God really gave to me. I really love being with kids. So I did do our nursery school at church 15 years.
After starting to teach and the various things I was doing, I always wondered whether or not God wanted me to be a preacher, a pastor somewhere. And he actually put me in a situation to show me that He didn't give me the patience, to be that person. That He gave me, the gifts to be what He wanted me to be, and that's a professor. And to share from there, and then go into business and start businesses and try to grow God-honoring businesses. That's what He set out for me. Business is the area where a lot of people don't think I'm going to go into full-time ministry work if I go to a school of business or major in a business subject or something. That's not ministry. Well, it is. We know it is. And we've had BAM, Business as Missions. We've had that kind of stuff, especially in the U.S. But I don't think we focused on how do we take that and start working with students to help them be better prepared to go over and do, gospel-centered evangelical work from a business perspective.
we just want to give back to the school because they did so much for us.